Yeah, man. Like go ahead. The time loop?
Yep. So the fucking first time I started like trying cannabis, I was like, I'm gonna see if this is like a thing for me.
Wait. You went into the time loop the first time and then you tried it two more times?
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Do you not know what to do while waiting for an hour and a half in a merch line at a concert? Well, entertain you, your partner, and the lovely Toronto-based couple behind you with some weird questions. To show you how it's done, it is none other than your god of odd, Connor.
Yeah, I'm coming into the show clocking in at probably 8% chicken today. And that's on a decline from last week.
So 8%, like, are you like a fearful person, or have you been eating a lot of foul meat?
Yeah, a lot of foul meat. Yeah. Uh, Sometimes in more than one way. It was Wing Week in Portland recently.
Oh, I
$10
thought you were
wing
going to say you were
special.
actually eating rancid meat. I was so
Nope,
concerned for your health. Okay.
nope,
Yep.
nope. They
Nope.
just weren't all winners. The the culinary concoctions around Portland, a lot of creative thinking, and I do applaud that, but not always perfect execution.
Okay. Okay. I dig. I dig. The person who digs is me, your humble host, Evan. Totally fair. Yeah, no, Portland does a lot of like weird food stuff, huh?
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. It is. It's like a big foodie city. I haven't really taken advantage of that part, but
Yep.
yeah, there's definitely a lot of hoity-toity food stuff going on, and a lot of willingness to just get strange with foods.
Have you come across any winners of like, oh, I'm gonna bring that into my kitchen now with the food stylings that you've come across?
Yeah, there's a brewery called the TPK Brewery, and they have this excellent pork bowl that Alita and I have tried to replicate.
Yep.
I can't describe it any way other than it's just as good as pork gets.
Okay, man, sign me up.
Yeah, it's just so porky and so flavorful.
Nice.
Shout out to
The
TPK
one
Brewing.
the one that I want to do is like the East Coast boneless spare ribs that aren't the long ones, but they're kind of like, I don't know, round little bits just like broken up, and they're like candied and caramelized with like the thick red sauce.
Yeah, I think I do actually.
That's what I want to learn how to recreate. Like I'm going to
Ooh,
die a very young man once I figure it out. But boy, am I going to be happy and full of pig.
that sounds good. That sounds like a good life's ambition to die from too much pig.
Yeah. So how do we do podcasts? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, anyways, let's go straight into our most fun part of the day, which is talking about your great questions, answers. Fuck.
Our
I
great
fucked it up, Connor.
questions.
Gotta
You're
record it again.
take it
Yeah,
from the
so
top.
if you don't know, god damn, if you don't know, here's a quick thing. Man, I'm really good at doing podcasts and plugging stuff. This weekend, that this episode comes out, if you are in the Massachusetts, New England area and want to come to another anime con, we are going to be doing a live episode there. So you can come and hang out and get talked to by some weird guys and even be on an episode, maybe. Up
Maybe.
to you.
Yep. October
So,
18th. Be there, be
yeah.
square, or be protesting somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Live your life. I can't control you. But yes, if you also don't know, you're probably not going to be going to the convention because you're just listening to us for the first time. But we do every Wednesday reach out to you, our two listeners, on social media with Weird Question Wednesday. We just want to hear what you have to say, and we talk about our favorite answers. So, what do you got this week? Unless you want me to go first, I don't care.
No, I got it. I got it. So one of the
Do it
questions
up.
we plugged was, what's your favorite weird animal name? Uh,
Yes.
and so I'm here to shout out Yozo-san on Reddit, who gave two answers. The first being Boops Boops, the
Yes.
scientific name of a pretty small, non-specific looking fish. but just like a pleasant all around fish with a fantastic name, as well as the scientific name for the biggest cockroach in existence, which is the Megaloblotta longipennis.
Holy shit. That's a name and a half.
Yes, it is. It sounds like somebody had a weird way of saying long penis ready to go, and they just kind of didn't really get the first half of the name together quite yet, so they just sort of mumbled their way through it with Megaloblotta longipennis.
Okay. How big is this cockroach?
It's too big. I would say, scientifically speaking, too big.
Okay, but no, like hard imperial numbers because I'm not metric.
I gotta tell you, man, I did not look into this cockroach any more than I absolutely had to, which was just to get the name from it and practice the pronunciation enough to say it with confidence.
Okay. You did do a very good job
Hey, thanks.
saying it, so I do need to give you credit that. But you didn't expect me to ask, oh, it's 10 inches. Oh, it's 10 inches. Oh, oh my God, a foot long cockroach.
And so, are you happy with the choices that you're making now? Because I wanted to not know. I knew it was big. I didn't want to know it was almost a foot long.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great. How long is 10 inches? Is 10 inches? Oh my God, it's my forearm. The cockroach is my forearm. Oh, that's a nightmare.
Ugh.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
anyway.
I'm thrilled. I'm fucking thrilled with my decisions, Connor, because I'm here to learn. And what else I want to learn about. Also, domo arigato, your name, san.
Yozo.
Yozo-san. Hell yeah. I did last week the question, what food would you eat for a food eating challenge? Quantity, not spice. I'm sorry, my brain is goo today. And I got a response from the lovely talker Jake's Art. I always feel bad, but it's the people that I know. But her answer is great, and that's why I want to bring it up, because she also gave kind of two answers. For her, it would have to be French fries, because whenever she's at a restaurant, she says I'm full, but will then continue to eat French fries without even noticing it.
Well,
Subconscious French fry machine.
well, that brings in like a whole new eating strategy. I think usually people are pretty hungry on the way in, but she'll show up like, I'm not even going to do a good job here. I already had lunch, and then just demolish the whole plate of fries.
Right? Oh, so good. But the other part of the question, my answer was once again Jell-O. And I talked about drinking the hot Jell-O liquid, because does anyone else drink the hot Jell-O liquid before it's cooled?
No, dude. No. No,
Well,
they
joke's
don't.
on you, bitch. She does. And when she did it as a kid, she used to call it tea.
That just makes me so nervous about the Jello congealing inside of you.
Your stomach, it's never going to congeal your stomach acid.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what my stomach acid does to horse hooves. That's what they make Jello out of, right? Something like that.
It's what? Bones. It would be bones.
Horse bones. Yeah, there you go. I picked the one hard part of a horse that wouldn't work. Teeth too, I guess.
Yeah.
Teeth too, I guess.
But anyways, like, do you still think that you swallow a watermelon seed, you're gonna have a watermelon tree grow in your belly?
I'm not going to swallow any watermelon seeds and risk it. I'll tell you that much.
You
There's
think gum stays in your digestive tract for 7 years?
You don't know. What? You've been keeping a log of all the gum you've been swallowing? I doubt it.
I don't chew gum.
Well,
So yes.
What you're talking? You're coming at me from personal experience. Oh yeah, yeah, Mister. I know a whole lot about gum in your intestinal tract. It doesn't even eat gum.
Fuck you. Yeah, so if you want this kind of treatment for your wonderful answers, reach out to us on social media. You can find us at
The answer is a lemon.
The Answer is a Lemon on all your non-Nazi social medias.
Yeah.
So, how you been?
Man, I've been doing all right. I'm really enjoying October. It's the spooky season. And for whatever reason, the weather around Portland is cooperating. There's crunchy leaves this year. It hasn't started raining so much that they all turn to mush.
Oh, not just that weird like oil slick of nature that really wants to break your ankles on the sidewalk.
Exactly. No, it's crunchy leaves. It's very nice.
Nice.
Lovely. Been lighting
Do you
the candles.
still appreciate a crunchy leaf?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I worry that being exposed to it, like I'll ever lose the wonder, but like then you see that perfectly rounded little yellow leaf, usually like one of the small maple ones, just like curling in like a dead daddy long legs, and then you stamp on it and it just crinkles in the most satisfying way.
Yeah, just perfect. Yeah, it's a great season. I've been loving it. And Wing Week, lots of fun. Got to go
What
check out a
was
couple places I haven't been to before.
give me your best and worst wing,
Okay,
please.
best wing I got at a ramen shop. I want to say Matsunaki Ramen.
Okay.
Uh, they did it was like really heavily breaded before it was fried. It just had like layers of crunch.
Oh, nice.
And that's despite the fact that they also covered it in gyoza dipping sauce.
Oh, I love any like all the dumpling dipping sauces are the best. Yes. Oh my god. Oh fuck me.
Right? It just like, and they went a little bit on the red chili pepper,
Yep.
and so like it had enough spice to it that it was like, oh yeah, that's kind of how wings usually are. But it was a
Yep.
totally different eating experience. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Worst
What was the worst
wings,
one?
worst wings was a little barbecue joint. I will not name because they probably do better barbecue when they're not experimenting wildly with wings. The concept sounds great,
Yep.
or, but comes from a pretty weird place. They were going for peanut butter and jelly inspired wings.
Okay. I'm
So,
listening.
oh, yeah, and so raspberry barbecue sauce
Okay.
with a Thai peanut drizzle.
That's a little bit too. Yeah, I understand where they're getting at. I think that's a little bit too many culture clashes.
It is. It's a lot. They also the problem on top of that was it wasn't so much a barbecue sauce. It mostly just tasted like jam, and the jam
Yep.
overpowered the peanut. And the wings had been smoked ahead of time, which did not play right with
Yeah.
the jam, which was already weird with chicken. Did not work. Did not work.
Okay.
I applaud
Um.
their bravery. Not
Yeah.
a good food.
No. I like where their heart's at. Like if
Yeah.
they were if they were a Captain Planet member, their ring would be heart.
Yes.
Um. But that's got me thinking about sweet and sour kielbasa, which I quite love. Which if you don't know how to make it, here how it is. This is how easy it is. You take some kielbasa, you chop it up, you throw it in a slow cooker, and then you cover it in a bottle of yeah, I think it's cocktail sauce, not cocktail sauce, chili sauce, the Heinz chili sauce in the glass jar,
Hmm.
and a jar of Smuckers, and then you wait. If you want to do really good, swap out that Smuckers for cranberry sauce. That's even better.
Ooh.
But now I wonder if there's a way to do peanut butter and jelly on the kielbasa. I think I need to destroy my slow cooker
Sacrifices must be made for progress.
because I'm. What, do you want to try? Do you have interest in that? Do you want to try that?
Yeah, I mean, I've never even had the sweet and sour kielbasa, so I'm already intrigued there.
Dude, it's so good, especially when you pop the lid a little bit and then you let this stuff like the water evaporate and start to caramelize all the sugars on it. It
Ooh.
gets a little crispy. I like crispy sweet pork apparently. That's
Who
my
can blame you?
truth.
Who can blame you?
So that's where my head's at now. So thank you for putting all these wonderful thoughts in my brain. I'm glad that things have been well. I'm glad that the weather has cooperated. I hope you get many good returns through the rest of the spooky season.
Yeah, thanks, man. And what's going on with you?
So I'm so jazzed. I'm so jazzed. I too have had a very autumnal autumn thus far with the weather. It's finally the heat's finally broken and I've had the windows open and I'm getting that nice like crispy cool air to feel and smell, and the cats are really enjoying it, and the leaves are turning. Haven't been able to crunch any yet, but they're turning, so they'll be falling soon. But even more so, life has been a little ridiculous recently in a very pleasant way. So my partner and I are trying to get the band started again.
Cool.
And we have had no returns. We've had like 5 drummers ghost us.
Such a bummer.
So we got to the point where, hang on, let me grab it real fast.
And away he goes. Off screen. He has returned.
That we've made a pact together that we're just going to start like just talking to people, asking anybody that seems cool if they play drums or guitar, because we need drums and guitar. So much so that we created t-shirts. I don't know if you can see it. Is the prince?
Yeah, it says, seriously, : do you play drums? You're just going to ask anybody?
Anybody cool?
And on the back, what about guitar? Please, we're trying to fill out our band.
Because musicians are weird and you just got to know people. So we're trying to meet people.
I guess, man. But like, what's the ratio of drummer to non-drummer out in the world?
So basically the stereotype is drummers are in like 7 bands or never get back to you.
Okay.
Yep. So far we're batting 1,000.
What do you mean? Like you poached a drummer from some other band?
No, literally hours before recording this, we went out to the store and there was a man like petition, like you know the petitions for like the voting questions.
Yeah.
Lee and I tend to like to be informed, so we go and be like, hey, what are you getting signatures for? And theirs was a good one, and we ended up just shooting the shit with this person. And I noticed that they had a pin on their hat that's for the like basically like the hardcore metal venue in town. And I'm like, hey, you see any good shows there? And we talked about the shows. I'm like, do you know anyone who's a drummer, by the way? And he goes, me. So don't know if it's going to work out, but we might be able to jam with the drummer. And that's exhilarating as someone who hasn't played in a band in when was the last time I played in a band, Connor? Was it like 2018, 2019?
Definitely pre-pandemic for sure. Yeah, that's a good chunk of time ago.
So that was fun. And the other great news is that we, in our infinite insanity, drove to New York City, specifically like the Broadway area, on a Tuesday evening to go see The Format, which is Nate Roos, frontman of Fun's project beforehand that has been broken up for 20 years. You can see I have the t-shirt to prove it.
It does in fact say The Format on his t-shirt.
Not only was the show absolutely fucking incredible, like it was one of those of like, we're never going to see this. We've made peace with everything. But no, they were as good, if not, no, fuck you. They were better than they are on the CD. And just like, his voice does just sound like that.
I love it.
It was so good. And like, just the set list order was so strong and I just so jazzed. And then they announced that they've got their 3rd album for the first time in 20 years.
Damn.
They're a band again.
Just a happy little accident. We
Yeah.
weren't planning on bringing this 3rd one into the world, but you know, things happened, and now here we are with a bright, bouncing new album 20 years later.
Because we tried to see them back in 2020 before the COVID happened, and we were literally going to sit on the sidewalk in New York and hope to get tickets and get in. And now they're back and they're back. So I've been pretty jazzed.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you. That's yeah. I mean, you take your music very seriously.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've been pining away for them for all this time. It was cool enough that you just got to see them live when you'd given up on that. But now they're making new music.
Yeah, they played a new song at the show we were at, and we're like, that's cool. I didn't recognize that one. That's why nobody was singing along, because it's brand new. And my favorite bit, these fuckers, they teased the new record at the reunion shows, the cover of the album is a little like crystal gemstone Virgin Mary, and it was just on the keyboard. And they had merch that was just the map of New York with all like the, I don't know, like the subways or whatever. And some of the streets or stations or whatever they were the title tracks of the new album just before announcing anything. Like if you poured over that before they announced, they'd be like, hey, what the fuck's all this?
Sneaky bastards.
Brilliant. I love it. They're so good. I'm so happy.
Excellent.
So that's me. I'm going to be bringing this kind of energy the rest of the night. So if you want to start with our first question and see where it goes, be my guest.
All right. We're talking number 70.
7D. If you were a drug, what would you be called on the streets?
Whoa. Okay. All right. First, I need to construct my drug life.
Catholic guilt.
No one would ever take that drug. That's terrible marketing.
No, but it fucking packs a punch and it lasts.
Oh, maybe it's not terrible marketing. Maybe it's like this drug is too much for you to handle. You won't like it. Don't try it.
It's the drug that lingers.
What's that high like?
Oh, it's a downer. Yeah, no, it's like the indica strain of cannabis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It
so
is.
This like really relaxes you. Really takes the edge off.
Yeah, the exact opposite of Catholic guilt.
Okay,
I'm going with the lingering effect in that it's like, yeah, it's a downer because Catholic guilt is a downer and it lasts because Catholic guilt never fucking leaves you.
No, this is perfect. So it's perfect. It's a like a slow down ramp, like 6-day high. And if you want to have the lingering effects in your work week, you take it on Sundays.
Best used on the Sabbath.
That's right. Keep it holy.
God, that's so funny.
Can you just
or maybe
stoners like popping into each other like just in public and being like, "You keeping it holy this week?" "Oh yeah, dude, I'm keeping it holy."
That's fun. I like that version better than my like fucked up version that I'm thinking of right now, where it's it's a really nasty withdrawal, and you need to take it every Sunday, otherwise you feel like Catholic guilt.
Would you say, Evan, that you need to take it religiously?
I would say that, yes. No, I like yours better, where it's just good vibes for the week, and just gotta. And I guess it's a dissolve. If I'm gonna just continue blaspheming on this podcast today, it's a dissolvable acid wafer on your tongue.
Yeah,
it's gotta be
perfect. The branding is so strong.
Sorry, God. The religion's too good. I gotta use it. It's too good.
Okay, that's a very strong answer.
Oh my God, dude! And like to get it, it's just like you walk up to the guy's like, "Can you bless me, Father?"
Excellent.
Have you sinned, my child?
All about
God, it's sold behind churches. Oh God, what a fucking nightmare I've created.
Hey, did you hear about Craig? Yeah, he's going to daily mass. Oh man, that stuff's got too big of a hold on him. He's off. No, he's off the Catholic guilt drugs. He's actually doing daily mass. He's actually religious now.
When the answer is just an immediate I know what it is. That was this one. I forgot this question existed. I don't remember who came up with it, and it was just done. That's it. So, thank you for entertaining mine. What do you got going on, bud?
Okay. All right.
Sorry when I fucking take the good ones from you and have to make you follow an act. I'm like, shit. The opener was too good.
I got it. Not as good, but I can follow. We're gonna call this drug Revelations, and the high, like similarly, like not a really active high, but like a low energy. I'm just content with myself because it comes with the
Yep.
sense of uh, now I understand. Like now it all makes sense. Or like, oh, I've just realized something about myself I've been trying to figure out for all of this time. It just makes you feel at peace in the world, like you just understand everything. Like there's a reason for it all, and everything is just the way it should be, and you figured it out.
I think you're just weed.
I, maybe. I got to tell you, not a big recreational drug user. I might be
Um,
describing the typical high.
I I don't know because cannabis makes me anxious. I've had bad. I've tried cannabis 3 times. I've done it, smoked it from a pre-roll.
Mhm.
I've done it as a gummy, and I've hit it from a vape.
And were any of those pleasant?
Unfortunately, no. But I think this is finally. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast yet. Um, Connor, would you like to hear about the time that I entered the time loop?
Yeah, man. Like go ahead. The time loop?
Yep. So the fucking first time I started like trying cannabis, I was like, I'm gonna see if this is like a thing for me.
Wait. You went into the time loop the first time and then you tried it two more times?
Yeah,
All right. Tell me about the time loop. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is.
it is.
Oh,
Um, so I had bought 2 pre-rolls of the same variety,
uh,
and I was using one to kind of like learn where my tolerance was.
sure. Very
So like it
responsible.
wasn't technically like the first high that I had gotten, but I was messing around to kind of figure out where I land with the pre-roll. And what I had found out over, at least I assumed over the course of like a week or two, was that a good healthy high for me is half of a pre-roll. So I did that, and boy, was it a fucking mistake. So I get inside, I sit down on the couch, I turn on Dot Hack, which has a very haunting piano melody for the desktop screen. Fun
And
fact.
for the listeners at home, Dot Hack is a video game.
Yeah, Dot Hack GU specifically. It was the Switch collection, all 3 of those games.
It's a
And I was, I think I was texting you actually, and then the letters on my phone rose off the screen and towards my face, and I'm like, oh no, I think I'm too high right now. And then I
hallucinating. Yeah.
then thought, oh no, there are moments where things end and will never happen again. Like Connor, Tom, Joe, and I will never drink in my dad's basement again. That time in our lives is over. And then I proceeded to spiral. And as Leah tells it, because I'm too fucking high, I don't know what's going on anymore. I just come into the threshold of our bedroom like this,
Arms spread so wide. Just struggling
and I just
struggling to find something to hold on to.
stare at her. And she goes, what's going on? I'm too high. I don't know what was going on with me, but Leah said, you looked the darkest I had ever seen you. Like you were going to die in that moment. And then you started petting Salem, and then everything was okay in the world.
Stroke the furry wall.
So if you're ever too high, have an animal, pet them. They're wonderful. They save your life. But I, over the course of 3.5 hours, entered what I refer to as the time loop, because I would talk to Leah and be not sure which reality I was in, if I had said this to her in this reality or not already. And then I would just be like, oh no, it's happening again. Because what I was experiencing was I was a main character in a third-person action game. You know, where the camera's behind your head right here?
Uh-huh.
I was able to witness myself out of my body like that, and then I would feel myself come crashing into my body.
Whoa.
The part that was the worst for me is that I would move my hand and then it would catch up.
Crazy.
It was all out of whack. I'd be like, oh no, another one's coming. I'm sorry. What did I say to you, Leah? I'm sorry for what I said to you. And I've never said anything to her. I'm just apologizing. Because in reality, I'm too fucking high, sitting in bed, petting a cat, stressing out about all of the shit apparently I'm saying to iterations of Leah.
That sounds terrifying.
It was awful. It was such a bad fucking time. That high lasted way too fucking long. I ended up having to just lie down we kept trying to go outside because it was January and get the cold to work. I was in the bathtub, just getting water hit on me for stimulation. Nothing could break the high. But I finally calmed down. Everything was cool. The one credit that I want to give to cannabis is that you don't get hungover. Like, I was fine the next day.
Well, that's nice. That's a good perk. Oh, except for the lingering, haunting memory of the time loop.
I'm making lunch at noon the next day, and I have an awful hangover anxiety is what I now call it. And I have a thought, what if this is an extra long loop?
Yeesh.
Yeah. So that was the first time I got too high. The other fun part of the like repercussions of that experience was for the next 2 months, Pokemon cards just kept showing up at the apartment because I got too high and I bought out my eBay wish list.
Dude. How is that possible? How are you?
I don't know.
So incredibly incoherent that you can't tell the difference between the things you thought about saying to Leah and the things that you did say to Leah, and still navigate the checkout process.
The dude needed money for his dog's surgery. I was helping him.
Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess.
Yeah. So that's the time loop story. That's one of my favorite stories.
Damn, son. Damn. Well,
Yeah.
I'll let that be a lesson. Drugs are not for everybody.
Nope. I support them, but I don't think I should take them.
Okay.
But what I do support, Connor, is our next question of the night.
38.
Let's go up. Let's find out. Arguably, what's the one feature that makes a carnival a carnival?
Oh, something's not right. That's it.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. And you probably shouldn't be able to put your finger on it exactly.
Yep.
Like maybe things aren't quite as clean as they're supposed to be. Like maybe someone's overindulged and they're drinking a little heavily, and maybe you're a little bit nervous about the age of the people who are putting the rides together.
Yep.
But even beyond that, in a real carnival, something's not right. It's not enough to ruin the good time. It's just enough to flavor it,
Yes, I know. It's like when you taste love in cooking.
Yeah.
It's like I can't put my finger on it, but it's there, and I know it's there, but I can't describe it.
And I think it kind of like how when you get used to hard liquor, like the burn doesn't bother you anymore.
Yep.
Like the first few times I took like a sip of whiskey, it's friggin' poison. Don't know why
Yep.
anybody does this. Not really an issue anymore. But like it's still there, but it's not something that irritates or aggravates. It just is a fact of the
Yep.
experience.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's so spot on because like you don't always notice it either. Whether it's like the fried dough, like cart looks like there's a little bit too many flies buzzing around there, or
Yeah.
like you go over and you see that one of the tent loops isn't actually knotted in the steak.
Yeah, you're already throwing something away before you realize the trash can is a giant clown's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's not right. And I think that's why corporate like capitalism could never produce an authentic carnival.
They want it to be too safe and clean. They don't want to get sued. Whereas real carnivals, they're going.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to bring carnies in to the process. And then they'll make it happen regardless of what requirements you give them.
Okay. And thank you. That ties into my answer, which is the carnies.
There you go.
Because I've worked carnivals before, specifically the one that my childhood church put on.
Oh yeah. I wait, did I know that? I might have known
Yeah.
that. I did know
I
that. I
mean,
think I went to
yeah.
that carnival once.
Yes, actually, I think you went a couple of times with me.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. It's
Huh.
almost like we've been friends for way longer than either of us probably want to think about because the passage of time is linear.
Usually, unless you've had the worst time of your life.
Oh boy. But yeah, the so I ended up working with the like charity church related stuff, but I got to meet a lot of the carnies and they are interesting people. And I like I'm not like lambasting or saying anything. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. They are just their type of people and I am not. And it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of that like something's not right. It's just like they have their flavor. And like like a carnival versus like a state fair, like they're not the same thing. Like the Midway feels more carnival because that's where you have the carnies working.
Hmm.
But like in the with like the food pop-ups and like the I guess Etsy in real life, the craft tables, thank you. Those are just
Jeez, that was a 21st century thing to say.
I
Etsy
know,
in real
right?
life, what do they call those? Craft
Yeah,
tables. Good God.
couldn't remember. Um but like there is like I'm not at sea. There is something I can latch onto. But when you're hanging out with carnies and like talking to them, like they are living a traveling life.
Yeah, there's something about that culture, I guess, or it might just be the lifestyle itself that like changes people, or only the right kind of person survives in that kind of a mode. I can't really speak to it, but it does create an interesting person.
Yeah.
And yeah, not something I can specifically name, but a different style of life.
Yeah. And like I remember I had like I struck up a long conversation with a dude who was frying French fries. He was like 20 something and he lived like 3 lives, man. Like crazy.
And I think maybe that's something. Maybe this is the core of both of our answers: is that carnivals only happen when you bring traveling nomadic people and sedentary people who just live there together.
Mm.
You couldn't have a carnival with just travelers, and you couldn't have a carnival with just people who live in the area.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
like
something
Lord
about
no.
like the exchange and like where those two edges meet each other.
Yeah, and because it is also like multiple like facets of life. Because I can think of the town carnival that we would go to, and it's just like people I had never seen in my town before are out and about, and just like they live here, but like are sections of life never overlap. And I guess the carnival is the great equalizer.
I hope that's actually true. That would be really cool.
It makes me want fried dough, if nothing else.
Oh yeah, love the fried dough. That's
What's
one of
your
the best parts.
what is your like go to like carnival food? Like you can only get one thing at the carnival. What are you grabbing?
It's a deep fried savory something. You
Okay.
know, preferably something that shouldn't be deep fried. Like when I went to the Minnesota State Fair, I had deep
Yep.
fried olives. They were
Ooh,
stuffed with cream cheese.
that's fun.
Uh, it was great. Yeah, it was great exactly one time in my life. I when I finished the third giant cream cheese filled olive on the stick, I thought
Yep.
I don't ever need to eat that ever again. Maybe one more time a year from now if I happen to go to the state fair again, which I did.
Okay. I like for me, I like going to like the Lions Club, Rotary Club out in Western Mass. They tend to do like food stuff to kind of like raise money for their clubs and whatnot. So like I like getting like either a burger or like a sausage and peppers from an older woman who is going to give me far too much shit for the interaction like deserves. Like it's either gonna be like she's gonna be too brusque or it's gonna be too flirty. But it's just like
It's going to be
that.
too much somehow.
Yeah, and it's that kind only specifically comes from the locals working at the carnival. Because like as we've talked about, the carnies, they've seen it all, they've experienced it. It's kind of rote for them. Whereas the local people doing this, they get a kind of playful in a way, and it's always cheap and it's always fucking delicious.
Mm, that is good. That is good.
Yeah. All right,
You know
number
what
three.
else is good? The number three.
Bullshit. Our third question is number three today.
Number three.
Okay, this is old. And apparently, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, us asked, what famous painter do you commission for a portrait? Oh my God.
Oh man, I wish I knew more famous painters. I'm gonna go with Edvard Munch.
The Scream?
I want the guy who did the Scream. Yeah, yeah. I don't want him to do me as the Scream. I just want him to bring his Scream sensibilities to a portrait.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you think like are you laying it out for Mr. Munch, or are you going to let him do his thing?
I'm not gonna make any decisions for him. I want him to paint like I want to spend a couple of days with him so he gets a sense of my personality, and I want him to depict me the way that he thinks I ought to be depicted. Maybe the worst decision I could possibly make in a portrait situation. Uh, but yeah, in my mind, I almost imagine him depicting me as like a hapless, not paying any attention to anything going on around him in like a this is fine, dog sips coffee in a burning building kind of way, but
Yep.
just going down, like just walking down the street.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that for you.
That's what
How
I'm
do you
going
think
for.
he's going to distort your body though?
Uh, Not good posture. Really bad posture.
Okay. Are you going to be like a gnarled old hag kind of thing, or
Yeah, I think something along those lines. Definitely like arms in an awkward position, uh, face like head down. That's what I'm going for. I'm basing all of this off of just the scream. I have no idea what any of his other paintings look like.
I mean what did just Google it. What else?
Listeners, play along. You two,
Yeah.
you don't know about anything. You don't know anything about Edward Munch either. Uh, look things up with me. Oh, it's so colorful. Oh, he did. Oh, that's Nietzsche. That's fun. Oh, I've made a great decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I would. Yeah, he does a bunch of portraits. He does a great job. Wow, that's a really scary crucifixion portrait. Also, it's called Golgotha.
Why do I know the word Golgotha?
I think that's where Jesus was crucified.
Oh, no, that was the description for hell,
Oh, all
the
right.
place of the gnashing and wailing of teeth.
Oh, well, there you have it.
How about that? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's upsetting to
this
look
guy
at.
kicks
I like
ass.
it. Nice, great choice.
I'm
Great
feeling it.
choice. I'm. Oh, is this it? I'm so frustrated. I know
Hey,
the
guess what?
artist that.
I'm interrupting you because I while you were thinking, I googled Golgotha and I was right. Place of the Skulls, a hill located outside Jerusalem's ancient city walls, where,
Oh,
according to the Gospels, Jesus was crucified.
how about that?
Boom.
Nicely done.
Hey, thanks. Anyway,
I'm so frustrated because I can see the art in my mind's eye, but I don't remember the artist's name.
okay.
Um, this has been my answer since coming up with the question. So there's a Polish painter. I think he's a Polish painter. I could be wrong. It's been over a decade at this point. But this painter really specializes in light reflections. And the piece that I really like is, if I remember, it's like a couple walking under an umbrella during a rainy night. So there's like a lot of light reflections from the street lamps. I don't think there were any cars in the scene, but just the way that the light played off of the wet sidewalk that they were walking on, it's a beautiful explosion of colors. Because it's all really really saturated, even though it's like a nighttime, like a dark piece. It's absolutely stunning, and I love just the use of colors in it. I think it would be a really cool style to be done a portrait in, because I think not only is it reflective of me, it's going to be reflective of the landscape that I'm in, and I
Mm.
think it's going to add a lot more kind of like character and like a time and a place than I think another, like like an old like colonial where it's just a frowning man in front, in front of a taupe background. Um,
That sounds lovely. I also wish that you knew the name of this artist.
the trouble is, like, I know I've shared it with your sister, so I know that I've shared it with you previously. I just don't fucking remember because I'm on the spot, and we're beaming this out to our two listeners immediately. So there's no way that I can solve this problem right now.
No, no, sorry. That's it.
So, but if I come up with it, I'm gonna fucking put it in.
I'm sure there will be a furious researching before this episode goes
I'm
out.
doing it right now. It might be Boguslav Potera. Because that's looking similar to the kind of shit. I don't know, but I remember being really proud that it was a Polish guy. I wonder why. But yeah, I think it's fun, and I think portraiture has so much more than just the subject matter at hand. So I think there's many cool options to do. I think both of us have really great answers. And I hope that both of us will have really great answers for our last question of the day, which is
21.
all right. 21 is Connor. What is incredibly overrated? I'm going
Right.
to piss off a lot of people right now. But I'm going to say anything related to Taylor Swift.
Anything. Anything at all?
I feel at this juncture, yeah, no offense to her. I just feel like she has been blown up beyond, like, she is no longer a person. She is a persona in people's minds,
Wow.
you know? Because, like,
Well, like a folk hero almost.
yeah, kind of like, do you have any more Paul Bunyan stories for us?
I
Shit!
don't have any Paul Bunyan stories today. I am
Damn.
so sorry. But if you give me 20 minutes, I would love to come up with a Paul Bunyan Taylor Swift collab story.
Give it a go. But yeah, like, I just, like, one of the Halloween decorations outside, like, Leah and I were so excited. There was a Halloween mural, basically. Not mural. What's it when tableau? It's a tableau. Basically, when people like dress up and they like act like they're a painting, even though it's like people in a structure. Like old rich people used to do it, and like, I don't know, whenever like a streetcar named Desire was written.
Oh, fun. No,
Yeah.
I did not know that, but cool. I understand.
Yeah. They had a tableau of just like skeleton events, and like there were skeletons playing football, and then there were skeletons getting engaged. And it was like, that's so cute. So Leah and I were gonna go out and buy a little ring at the Goodwill and put it on the skeleton's hand because they didn't have a ring for the proposal. They was like, that's such a cute idea. We love it. And then we found out it was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It's like, it was so much cuter when it wasn't pop star related. Like, I don't care. I cared so much that I'm just now upset because, like, why do you got to bring celebrity into it? You had a really, really fun little vignette.
I feel obviously anybody can enjoy whatever music they like.
Yeah, no, and
really,
like,
of course. Part of me thinks the most annoying part of Taylor Swift's like place in pop culture is how overblown she is. But like more it's the pushback that really irritates me. I think like oh, that's a bummer.
what?
Like I didn't really need Taylor Swift to be involved in this skeleton tableau. That feels like a proportionate response.
Yeah,
As opposed to like people sending death threats to the NFL because Taylor Swift pops up during a game when she's there.
dog, get a
It's just
life.
she's just not that big of a deal. And like
No, she's a
I
person.
I know that she's not so big of a deal that she should get highlighted so much in particular,
Yeah,
but it's also just it's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
If
Like, I hate that I'm talking about her on the podcast right now.
I
But it's
guess
just like,
yeah, I guess the most irritating thing is how she worms her way into it seems like every crevice of pop culture.
and that's why, like, I don't need this. I don't need this. There's too much hype around this person. She's a person that has no effect on my life. I don't really have interest in her music. Like, I like Speak Now because it's a great fucking like rocky album. I also like some tracks off of Red. Like, she has some good music. It's fine. I think a lot of it sucks for my interests, but like, that's me. I'm a weird fucking hipster boy. It's fine. But like, I just the culture around her is too much, and that is my answer. The overrated.
I feel you. I feel you.
You know what's underrated and deserves more? The format. Listen to format.
I can't disagree with you. If we could just take a little bit of the oxygen away from the Taylor Swift conversation and bring it to the format, wouldn't the world just be a slightly better place?
And then maybe Nate Roos would quit music again. Because Leah says apparently the fun broke up because they got too big, and he was like, "Oh no, man, I'm good."
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, Leah describes this man as does not want to be perceived. And I don't know him from Adam, so I don't know how correct this is. But it is very fun that the opening lines to Holy Roller, the first single put out in 20 years, opens with a line, "I'd fake my death if it weren't for the people who love me or won't soon forget me." Just like, he wants to fake his death. He wants to be gone, but people will remember him anyway. So he won't truly be gone. It's like, I just think that's a fun juxtaposition.
I dig it. I like that art. You know?
Listen to the format. So what's overrated for you, bud?
You know, I say this with a heavy heart
Oh no.
because I really enjoy a lot of bullshit.
You do. You are a man who loves bullshit. Too much, I would argue.
Well, you know, here I'm showing a little bit of temperance, I guess. I think
Humility.
tall burgers with too much stuff on them.
Mm,
Gimmicky burgers.
yeah, that's a fair answer. I think
give outside of the standard lettuce, onion, tomato, if you put more than two things on your burger, you're off the rails. It's too much. If you want to have a barbecue burger with like a little frizzled onion, it's barbecue sauce. Good. All right, stop right there.
I think I'll give you.
That's a burger.
I think 3.
Three.
I think 2's too few.
All right, make an argument. What's a burger with 3 things topping it?
Bacon, peanut butter, banana.
That's too much, man.
No, it's
That's
fucking
too much.
delicious, dude.
Dude, just have it on a sandwich. Don't
Connor.
bring the burger into this. The burger doesn't
Connor.
need to be part of the conversation.
No. Yes, it does. Because the juiciness of the beef mixes with the creaminess of the banana, which plays with the saltiness of the bacon, capitalizing in the sweetness of the peanut butter. It is a perfect melding of items. Leah got embarrassed because I was talking with our waiter for 5 to 7 minutes over how good this burger is, even though you're like, there's no way that peanut butter, banana, and bacon would be good on a burger. And yes, it is, because the fucking banana acts as cheese on top of the patty. It is. I'm making this for you when you're up. It's so fucking good.
You know, I'm not gonna deny it. I haven't tried the burger, and honestly, like, it does sound good to me. That's the problem. That's where I need to rein myself in, because I'm never as happy with the bullshit burger as I think I'm gonna be.
Okay.
They always sound great, and then it's just too much stuff.
I
We just don't need to
understand.
put
I
all of our
understand
stuff on
where
our
you're at.
burgers. You know, that's where I'm at. Also, tall burgers, overrated. We need wide burgers.
Yes.
Don't build the burgers taller. If you want more burger, make it wide.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, because then your jaw starts to hurt at a point, and it's hard. It's hard to handle. And then the stuff,
You're
and then there's only so
flipping out
much,
the
because
bag.
then you have to put a little pressure to hold the burger, and then swoop, there goes your tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're squeezing the
Yeah.
juices out. It's getting in the bun. It's no good. It's no good. Get that elephant foot size burger bun.
The Chernobyl thing, or an actual elephant foot?
An actual. Oh no, not the Chernobyl thing. The highly radioactive hunk of slag inside of Chernobyl. That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the foot of an actual elephant.
Okay. But no, I think your answer really strikes a chord, because I'm fighting you on this. Like, I am overrating it.
Maybe, I don't know. It's not a hard and fast rule. I just came up with a number just now.
No, but I think 3 out of. I think when you start getting into 4 and more, it's a little bullshit. Like I've had I don't remember what. I think it's Brazilian style burgers are pretty, like, they're fun because they put corn and potato sticks on their burgers, which
Like
is
potato
fun
sticks.
bullshit. But also, there's ham, chicken, and steak on the burger.
Come on, right? Who are you
And,
trying
like-
to? Who are you proving this to? What are you going for? A
And-
Guinness World Record?
And I did the thing. I got it. I tried it. I'm like, this is gonna be good. And then it is lesser than the sum of its parts. because I do think you are onto something, because I was literally talking yesterday about how there are so many like gastropub bistro places that are focused on burger, and it's always like the different things you can do with a burger, and the hot dog is a perfectly beautiful canvas that is underrated.
The hot dog can handle monumentous amounts of bullshit. There's no upper limit to the creativity you could put onto a hot dog.
I am at the point where I fight with people every time the Seattle dog comes up, because they're like, "Oh, what's on a Seattle dog?" And you say, "Oh, it's fried onion, or not fried, sautéed onions, jalapenos, and cream cheese." And everyone's like, "Oh, cream cheese.
Cream cheese, what's that doing on the..."
It's so good. You just don't knock it until you try it. You put cheese on other meats. You put cheese on your fucking ham sandwich, your hamburger, your ham dog. Just being an asshole now. But no, like chili cheese dogs. Their cheese does go on a hot dog. And then you forget that cream cheese is a type of cheese. You just think it's a thing that you put on your bagel or white moms put in a crock pot. But no, it has value as a spread on a sandwich, which I will also argue a hot dog is. But that's different one of the
different question.
It's okay. It's a bullshit conversation that's probably on our list. Who cares? But it is so good. It is another one of those things where like the spice cuts through the cream of the cheese, which plays with the savory of the onion, which is beautiful on the hot dog, because the hot dog is just a bologna tube. So it doesn't taste like anything other than delicious, and then you put more delicious things on top of it. Hot dogs are like, there should be burger joints for hot dogs because they're so much fucking cheaper. And that's the thing. Maybe I don't want that to happen because I don't want to be spending fucking $13 on a goddamn KM Frank. I love a hot dog, but I can do that. I can do that shit at my house. Like, why am I so pent up about this?
That exact point, because food matters.
Food does matter.
And I'm gonna say that the too much bullshit burger is probably a huge accomplice in the fast food markup that's been happening over time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's rolling out their weirdo bullshit burgers every now and then, and now like, well, that's $6. Oh, but that's just a limited time opportunity. You get the meal and like, but now everything is like $6, and now their bullshit burgers are $9. They've gotten accustomed to it.
Yeah, that's a fair argument.
They're never that good.
You know how much the fucking hot dogs that we get with chili cheese and onion on them? They're fucking $3 a dog, and they're amazing. That's so cheap.
Take all the bullshit off of the burgers, put them on the hot dogs instead.
Sign me up. And like to the credit, the fast food credit, some of the bullshit burgers are delicious. I will die on the hill that the A1 Steakhouse burger from Burger King is like knock your socks off good.
Okay. How many ingredients?
Bacon, frizzled onions, and A1 steak sauce.
I'm gonna give you a pass on the A1 steak sauce, because that doesn't take up a lot of space.
Okay, because, and there's also like the lettuce, the cheese, and the mayo,
Sure.
As people online. Yeah. But yeah, like I was so psyched when I went out to eat, and I just happened to see that it was hot dog day. Apparently Worcester does like hot dog tours sometimes, where you go to different places and get different bullshit hot dogs. And I got 2 hot dogs and a burger for a 10 spot.
That's the life. That's everything you need.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm happy as a clam. Like, I'm gonna put little like ketchup and mustard on my dogs. They came out, and there it was, mustard, and not sriracha. Fucking chili crisp relish.
Chili crisp relish.
I can't describe it. It's one of the greatest things I've ever eaten.
Wow.
Like the other dog was sriracha ketchup. That's everyone does that. That's fine. It was good. It was fine. Chili crisp relish.
So that's the pickle relish with the chili crisp right in it?
I think so. I don't like relish, but this was so good. Like, yeah, I think it was like a mustard relish. I don't know. I need to experiment. But like this is why the hot dog is untapped potential.
That's one of
It
my,
is a
one of my
blank
travel
canvas
things.
waiting for your Edward Munchian lunchtime masterpiece.
Yeah, in both of our portraits, I'm gonna retcon and say, and we're also eating a hot dog.
Yeah, I'm sure you're mid-bite, and I'm just like, I'm exchanging money with the guy on the side of the road.
Excellent. Yeah, whenever I go traveling, I try to get a local hot dog.
Gonna take you to Coney Island, bud.
Looking forward to it.
It's so good. It's so good. All right,
You know what else
but
is
what
so
else
good?
is good? Oh, we both did it!
Gotcha.
You made it to the end of the podcast. You didn't need to listen this far, but you did, and we can't thank you enough for it. If you want to help us out, grow, and bring better conversations and weird questions and dumb boy humor to other people, rate us 5 stars on your podcast listening part of choice. Share us to your friends, whether verbally or over the social medias. And feel free to stay in touch with us, your God of Odd and humble host, through our email, where we answer your questions, like your answers, or we'll just, comment back on your comments at our email, which is
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
lemonanswers@gmail.com. If you want to join in on the Weird Question Wednesday fun, or just see the other dumb shit that we put online, you can find our social medias everywhere that social medias happen at
The answer's a lemon.
The Answer is a Lemon. But that's all we got for you today. We gotta go now. Bye. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.